For these two cases, we need to find the trajectory and plot them. So to find the trajectories, we just eliminate time from both of them and get this equation. And same thing here, and we'll get this equation. So these are the equations of trajectories. Equation of trajectories. Now we need to plot them. So to plot, one thing we can see in both cases actually, that frequency of the particle in x direction is omega and frequency of particle in y direction is 2 omega in both the cases, both in A and B, which means if the particle takes one complete cycle in x direction, in that time it would have taken 2 cycles in y direction. So I'm going to show you how it will look like. So this is the x direction and this is y direction, same here. And where it will start, so you can see in the first case at t is equal to 0, both x and y are 0, so it's going to start at the center. So let's start from the center. So x-axis. So in same amount t by 4, let's say. So t by 4 we are talking about for the, so we are writing t as t 2 pi by omega. So in t by 4 time, in x direction the particle will move from here to here. And as discussed, in y direction it is double. The frequency is double. So in y direction it will go up and come back in the same time t by 4 because the frequency in y direction is double. So by the time it reaches by the time x reaches its extreme, y would have reached its extreme and come back to its mean position. So by the time x reaches its extreme, y has gone to the extreme and come back to the mean position. And after that, again you can see the x will come back to neutral, and in that time y will go negative and come back to neutral. So x will go back to neutral and y will go down and then again come back to neutral. And after that it's like that. So this is how the particle will look like, how it's moving. Now second part, so you can see this is an inverted parabola. So you can directly draw actually, but let's understand what's happening here also. So again, just like the first case, the frequency in x direction is half the frequency in y direction. So by the time it travels t by 4, here one thing is, so at t is equal to 0, so x is 0 and y is extreme. So at t is equal to 0, x is 0 and y is extreme. So we are starting here. So if we are starting here, our x will look like this and it's the top of y, so y is going to look like this. Now again in t by 4 time, in x direction the particle will move to its extreme, and in that time this particle in y direction would have come to mean and then gone to other extreme. So that's what has happened here. This is t is equal to 0. So by the time it has reached the extreme of x like this, in that time the particle in y direction has gone to the mean and then gone to the other extreme. And after that, again in x direction it will come back to mean, and in y direction it will go back to the extreme again. So x direction it will come back to the mean, and y direction it will go back to the extreme, and after that same. So the particle will go like this, to and fro on this path. So just look at these things very carefully so you understand. So this 1 and 2 represents that the particle is here at 1, and 2 is when the particle is here. So from 1 and 2, in x direction it has moved, but in y direction 1 and 2 are at the same point. So in both 1 and 2, in y is 0. And here between 1 and 2, x reaches its extreme and y reaches from top extreme to bottom extreme. Sorry, this is from mean to extreme and this is from top extreme to bottom extreme. So yeah, all right.